teacher making an impact inside North Carolina classrooms.
While Anthony Johnson struggled during his own formative years, he went on to find quite the purpose leader in life.
These days, he's a teacher trying to make a difference to high school students. Take a look.
It's going to look good. I love teaching. I feel this is my calling. What about water?
Anthony Johnson's unique teaching style over 2 decades has earned him a number of awards, including Teacher of the Year within his North Carolina region.
When I first started, I was a 5th grade teacher. I taught all subjects. And I kind of fell in love with science. I would dare the kids to complete a project, and they would dare me to do different things. I was teaching a unit on forces in motion, and the kids dared me to jump out of a plane. Most terrifying thing I've ever done in my life.
Let it go, man. Man, that was awesome.
Anthony landing at the head of the class is perhaps a surprising turn of events.
I grew up in New Orleans, Louisiana. I was a horrible student. Everything was just a worksheet. I didn't do the work and ended up failing.
When Anthony was 16, he dropped out of high school.
So I had to go around to all of the teachers and get them to sign this paper that I was, leaving school. They didn't say it, but you can see it on their face. It was a relief that I was gone. And that, it sticks with me today.
Anthony earned his GED and worked minimum wage jobs until personal tragedy inspired purpose.
Losing both parents 6 months apart, I did a lot of soul searching. This is not the life that I expected. My problem started when I was in an unengaged classroom. So I decided to become a teacher.
That's phenomenal. Anthony Johnson joins us now. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Take us back for a moment. You said, as a young student, you weren't that good in school, but then at home you were different. Talk about those early years.
Right. So I was completing science experiments in my house.
Wow.
I was taking loose appliances, building circuits. I was learning how to build barometers in my windowsill. And at an early age, my cousin purchased me a Commodore 64.
Oh, wow.
So I was doing all these things at home, but then at school it was worksheets.
Because you weren't being challenged. You weren't being challenged in the classroom.
Right.
Is it true that you don't even like desks in your classrooms?
Right.
Why is that?
Because it reminds me of my experiences in school. And, a desk is for a individual student. But a table or a sofa is for collaboration. You're forced to work with someone that you might not like, and it's a 21st century skill.
One of the things, and even today, when one of my kids, especially in middle school or high school, had a black male teacher,
right.
I remember thinking, oh, wow, this is because from what I understand, only 2% of all teachers are black males. What could help increase that? Because I think that makes such a big difference to, and not just black kids, but I think kids all across the spectrum.
I just think going out, recruiting teachers at a young age, maybe even high school, finding those kids who might enjoy teaching.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here thinking as we're talking, I'm thinking K through 12. I had one math teacher. That was it. Black male teachers.
Wow.
So tell me also, there are people who are teachers. My mom's a teacher. And there are some times where you have trouble connecting with some students. What's your best advice?
Build a relationship first. I think the curriculum comes second. You have to build a relationship first. And then, once you have that relationship with those students, it's much easier to teach the curriculum. And then those relationships will last a lifetime. I still have kids right now who have graduated from college. Yeah, I'm still in contact with right now.
That's because you did it right.
Right.
By the way, as I understand it, there is someone who told you years ago that you would be in that seat telling your story.
Yeah.
On our program, on the show.
John Woody, he's an Apple distinguished educator. As a matter of fact, he texted me a few minutes ago.
Really?
And he said, I told you.
Oh.
So,
Now, how long ago did he predict this?
2011.
2011. Said you'd be on
Yes.
telling your story.
Yes.
And I want to know what made you want to jump out of a plane. Your teacher said, or the kid said, hey, try it.
Yes, and they dared me to do it. And I said, well, if you show up on Saturday at the airport, I'll do it. And
They showed up.
And they
Wow.
showed up.
Yeah.
So the title of this segment is Lessons Learned. It's one of our favorite segments here on the broadcast. What's the takeaway, or what's the lesson that everyone watching should learn from your story?
I would say always do your best. No matter what the situation is, always do your best. Because I didn't give my best in school. And I paid for it. The teachers didn't pay. The students in the classroom didn't pay. It was me. I'm the one that had to pay the price.
See what I'm
A lot of
saying?
those teachers,
Take
they did not
pride
encourage you to stay
in
until
yourself
this morning.
and in what you
Thank
do.
for joining us. We'll be right back.
Let's see.